Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial showing you how to use Google Photo and the Ribbet photo editing tool to create our shapes project using digital photographs. So for this project you were asked to take 5 to 7 photographs looking for shapes that you found in the environment. You took them on a digital camera or perhaps with your smartphone, and now it's time to upload those photos into Google's new photo album tool called Google Photos. So to do that, you see I'm logged onto my Google account here. I'm going to click here in the apps, and Google Photo is located right down here. It's the little pinwheel. Google Photo is an application, a Web 2.0 tool, so it's cloud-based storage. It is unlimited storage for high-quality photographs, or you can do original photographs with limited storage space in the cloud. But it's a really easy tool to upload too. If you have photographs on your computer, you can just click the upload feature right here, and it will ask you, where on your computer to look, if it's pictures or videos, or wherever that might be. You can certainly upload that way, or you can connect your you can download the app onto your smartphone, and from there you can transfer photographs from the memory space in your smartphone right into the Google Photo application. You can do this with Android phones, you can do this with iPhones. It's pretty slick. Anyway, so what I've done here is I have uploaded just 3 images. I know I asked you guys to do 5 to 7, but I'm going to just do this tutorial using 3 images. So I have 3 images here of shapes I found in the environment, and what I want to do now is actually create an album out of these shapes. So it's really fast and easy. You can either use the assistant over here on the left side, or you can go up here where it says create, and you can click album, and what you'll do is you'll just check mark those photos you want to include in your album. You can see I've selected 3. It's going to say create. So I'm going to call this my digital shapes project. And there we go. So now I have my album all created, which is really fast and easy. Click the check mark button and I should be good to go. Here's my album. And now I'm ready to do some photo editing of these photographs. So to do that, I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to go to the Ribbet photo editing tool. It's Ribbet, R-I-B-B-E-T-T, ribbet.com. When you go to Ribbet, you can create an account with them, but you don't have to, which is really nice. What you're going to do is you're going to tell Ribbet to edit a photo. Ribbet is a really fun application. It's a free photo editing tool, and it's very powerful. It's got a lot of bells and whistles to it. Great thing to explore. You can register for free. You can do a premium upgrade, but honestly, you don't even need to do that. You're going to go up here and click to Google Photos. And it's going to ask you to connect to your Google Photo account. So here it's asking me, would I allow Ribbet to access my account? And I'm going to say yes, yes, you may. And you can see I've played with a lot of different things in Ribbet. It tells me I have 46 photos. It tells me I have 19 albums. Where do I begin to look? So over here on the right-hand side, it says albums, and it lists all the different albums that I've created. Several that are just by date, some specifically by name. The one I created is right here, the Digital Shapes album, and look, here's my 3 photos. I am ready to start editing. To edit a photo, you will just pull the photo up, you'll click on the little gear button and tell it to edit. Once you are in the editing mode for a specific photo, you have a lot of things you can work with. You can crop your photo to crop out unnecessary background. You can rotate the photo in case a photograph came in upside down. You can change the exposure, you can change the colors, you can do a lot of things. And then up here across the top, you have these additional features, and these are some of what we're going to play with today. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to edit this photo. I'm going to crop it just a little bit. I want to take out that shadow in the background here. So it gives me a grid that I can work with. And I'm actually going to just make it a tiny bit bigger and do the best I can to kind of center it. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to apply it. So now what I want to do is I want to put in a sticker that highlights the geometric shape that I found in the environment. And when you click on stickers, you can see there's lots of sticker opportunities we can use here. I'm going to scroll down until I find geometric shapes. Here they are. And this first one I'm going to click on is the square. And you can see I can resize the square so it fits within my shape. I could make it fit all the way within my shape, but I'm not going to do that. It came in as black, but I could change the color. Let's make it blue just to make it interesting. So I kind of like that. It will also allow you to flip things, reverse them up or down. You can delete it if you hate it and you want to start over. That's totally fine. You can do lots of different things here. This looks good. Next, I'm going to put in some text. So I'm going to click on the text feature. And you can see that it is asking me what font I want my text in. I'm going to keep it in Impact because I like the bold nature of that. And I'm just going to type in here what I found. This was a square in the concrete crosswalk. And click Add. And you can see it brought in my text box, only it brought it in really big, so I need to make this smaller and even smaller. All right, maybe a little bigger than that. I'm going to move it around a little bit here. Let me resize it just a bit so you can actually read it. Okay, that looks pretty good. White is a little bit difficult to read, so again, I can take this and add some color. Pink, definitely not it. Green, pretty hard to read. I'm thinking blue is probably going to be the way to go since this is what it was originally typed in, and I'm actually going to move it down just a little bit. All right, that looks good, so I am ready to save my photo. I do that by going up here across the top and move into the save mode. I could add a caption to it, but I don't need to because I have it already captioned inside the photograph itself. It's telling me it's going to save it in my Digital Shapes project album. And I just click Save Photo, and you can see it is saving the photo right in my Google Photos. So I finished that one. I can close it. It's going to take me back to, if I go to the library up here, here's my next one. I'm going to edit this photo next. There we go. This particular photo, I'm looking at this rectangular shape. So I'm going to start by applying a sticker, and I'm going to use this rectangle. And you can see it's not going to fit real super perfect, so I need to make it long and kind of skinny. I need to just move it out a smidge. And I'm actually going to rotate it. Just maybe I can get it to rotate. That looks a little better. And again, my gray back here makes this black a little hard to see. I'm going to fix that a little bit with the rotate. Oop. Call that good. It's about as good as it's going to get. So I think I'm going to do this one in orange. That looks good. And again, I'm going to add some text. And this time I'm going to call it a rectangle. In this was a rectangle that was found in wrought iron railing. I'm going to add it. Again, it came in really big, so I need to change this, make it a little bit smaller so you can actually read it. I kind of like the white here below this, so I think I'm ready to save this photo. And again, you will do this with each of your photographs. Once you've saved it, you've closed the photo, Go back to your library, do your final edit. Here's my final one that I'm going to be editing. And you can see this one came in upside down. So I think I'm going to go over here to the basic edit tools, and I'm going to ask it to crop it first. So let me just kind of shove things over a little bit. I like that. So I'm going to apply. That looks good, but now I need to rotate it. So I'm going to click on my options here. I can flip it, I can reverse it. I'm actually going to do the turn it 90 degrees. Still more, even better. There we go. So this was one of those little metal signs that's next to the wastewater drain in a curb saying no dumping. And I like that, so I'm going to apply. Now I can go to my sticker, and this is an oval shape, so I'm going to bring in this oval. I'm going to kind of move it down a little bit, and I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. It's going to cover up my funny little person in here, but that's okay. That looks good. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it black. Now I can add my text. Wastewater grate, and add. And again, I need to make this a little bit smaller, a lot of bit smaller, so it fits in the size of my photo. Need to make it still smaller. Okay, and I don't think I need to change the color here. That's pretty visible against that dark background. So I am going to save my photo. I am now done with all my photo editing, so I can close this. And I'm going to go back into my Google Photo application. So here I've clicked back into it, and I'm thinking, hey, where are my photographs? Remember, I added them, so I have to refresh the page. And voila, there are my edited photos. So my project here is just about done in Google Photo. I have my original photographs, and I have these edited photos. And what I want to do is I want to take out these original photographs. So to do that, I'm going to go up here to the More Options button, and it will let me edit my album. So I'm going to edit. Now I'm in an editing tool, and when I click on each picture, I can tell it to remove a photograph, which is kind of a nice feature. Actually, let me go back here. I want to click on the photo. Here we go. So if you clicked on the photo, sorry, not the edit photo, you click on the photo itself, now you can go into the More Options, and you can remove this photo from the album. It just takes it out of the album. It doesn't remove it from Google Photos entirely. It just removes the photo from the album. So any of my unedited photos, I'm going to remove from this album. Since I only had 3, it's going to go pretty quick. Okay, those are all done. That's all done. I'm going to go back in here, and here's my lovely edited photos that were brought back in from Ribbet. I got rid of my original photos that are unedited. My project is pretty much ready to go. Now I do have some options up here. I could turn this into a slideshow. Nice feature. You can click through it. It will show the different slides. That's really great while you are actually in Google Photos, but it doesn't translate well because the next step we want to do is put this album into our Tech Tools showcase on our Google site. So let me back out here, back to my Shapes album. I'm done with Ribbet, so I can go ahead and close Ribbet. And I'm really done with my Google Photos as well. I'm going to go into my Tech Tools and page. This is on my Google site, so sites.google.com. This is the demonstration site. And I'm going to insert this on the Tech Tools Showcase page. So here you see I'm in my page. I'm going to edit this page to insert it. I have already set up this page to have a 2-column format. I did that under the layout key, asked for 2 columns. So I've already prepped my page a little bit. I've also included a little descriptor of what I want this to look like. It says EDU 261 Shapes Project featuring use of a digital camera to create a photo album in Google Photo and edit selected photos in Ribbet. So I'm ready. Now I hit that pencil edit key up here, remember? I'm ready to insert that slideshow or that photo album. How do I do that? So I've got my cursor blinking in this section of my page where I want to insert it. I'm going to use the Insert tab. I'm going to go to Google+. It's going to ask, do you want photos, photo album? I'm going to ask for a photo album. And I can click in, and here it has all the different photo albums I've created. I'm going to do my digital shapes photo album. I'm going to hit select. It's going to ask what size you want it, small, medium, or large. I'm going to go ahead and just keep it at medium. It's going to paste in the URL. It's going to put a border. It's got my title, and I'm going to click Save. I'm going to center this on my column here that I've created. That looks good. If I would click Enter here, you can see my cursor's down below if I wanted to type in something. I could also paste in the URL from my Google Photos page. Get the URL link and copy it, and you could paste it in as well down here. This looks good. I'm going to click the Save button, and let's see what it looks like. There it is. Now what you will notice is that it's not a scrolling slideshow like it is with our alliterative alphabet. That's the one downside about using Google Photos, is it's a little tricky getting in and creating the actual slideshow. What you do is you click on it and it takes you to the Google Photo album itself. And there you see your lovely set of edited photos. Again, you could go up here with the more options, and you can play with it in there or manage it a little bit in there. But basically you see the collection of photos, you see the editing, and we are going to call this assignment good. It's in my Google site, so I've got it represented well there. You can submit this via the Google form in our D2L course shell. Be sure to let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.